Welcome back to my videos.
Welcome back to his videos. You left the temple.
This is my second Nino Kuni video.
No, it isn't. Oh, that guy changed up there to bananas. What's that rumbling noise, Ollie boy? It ain't your stomach, ain't it?
Oh my goodness, look over there!
Ah. I did not think that would happen. That was gonna show me the monster.
Knackers, that ain't good!
Oh no! Old Smoky is erupting. Old Smoky?
It's a volcano over to the west of Mamoon, proper huge it is. I'm no scientist, but I reckon it's the reason this whole region is so nice and warm. But it shouldn't be erupting. There's a massive, great big boulder blocking the crater to stop that from happening.
Jeepers, do you think it's come loose somehow?
After all these hundreds of years, not without some serious encouragement, it hasn't.
There's nothing in the old stories about it ever having been dislodged before.
Then it's an unprecedented disaster we've got on our hands, innit? Crikey, Mamoon could be in danger!
We have to go to Old Smoky. What? We have to put the boulder back and stop the volcano from erupting.
You're joking, ain't you? It's hard as flipping a flip up there. Man, the desert by here is Arctic by comparison.
But didn't you bring me here to save the world? We have to go. We have to save Mamoon. He's right. We passed the trials, didn't we? We can do this.
Why, you little... You little beauties, it's enough to make a grown fairy cry, seeing how far you've come. Alright, I'm game, let's save the day. Onward to Old Smoky!
Alright, let's go!
And you didn't even use any of your items. Why'd you just stop and let that one hit you? Classic Jaxter.
Here we go!
Oh, you dodged it by running. Oh, because you're always the last to attack, I forgot.
Good Mighty do damage.
Mighty only hurts one!
Mighty's so weak.
It's level 1 also. Oh, nice hit. You beat it before it could breathe fire on ya. Esther's not using her guys. She's just attacking. And you won. Ugh.
You did it!
You did it. Brum, 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 brum. Level 3 now. Now might be stronger. Do a couple battles and Mighty will be at its strongest.
Wait, real quick. Do I have any? I bet I have some sort of weapon. I bet I have some sort of weapon.
Oh, for the ghost?
Yeah.
You gotta go see if you can equip it. You're not in the equip menu.
Here?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. +6. Well, that's Mighty's sword. Nothing. Now you're a bit stronger. Turn! Oh, you're lucky. Didn't get attacked from behind.
Watch this!
Whoa, who hurt at 27? Get the health. Get the health! You got no health! What if there's a Pokedex in this game too?
That'd be a little too similar, right?
Yep. All right, dog cat. Surprise enemy. And once again, it got him from behind.
It would be great if you could just walk backwards in this game. Run.
It's chasing you. She had to heal you. She didn't believe in you.
I have exactly 100 HP.
Yep. Since you beat the last guy. Doink. Doink. Do you think that new harp is something Esther has to equip, or it just happens like how yours did?
What if Drippy became all familiar?
Maybe.
Like,
Hey, wait, can you use those items that you got yet? Those tickets? Remember, now that you can tame things, maybe you can use those tickets. Unless you have to like go to like a special like monster claim store.
what are those tickets supposed to do again?
Give you new monsters. Your new little buddies. But it's in your menu, so I don't know how to use it. You can try.
Or is it in my menu?
In your items bag. See, look at all those tickets. Nothing? Nope, you have to exchange it somewhere. Not here. Look at all that stuff you got. You got so much stuff. Okay, is he going back to town, or is he going to... the volcano?
Why is it? Why does it say AI?
It says AL.
Oh. It
Which
looks.
you've already asked that before, too.
It looks like an eye.
There's somebody who needs help and give you stamps.
Wait.
That glowing person on the map. There's another glowing person.
Interesting. Very interesting. Unless I'm very much mistaken, which of course I'm not, you keep familiars, am I correct?
Yes, but why do you ask?
I think that you'll find that you are just the person I've been waiting for. Excellent.
Eh? And how exactly will we find that? What you're going on about, Specky?
I think that you'll find, in fact, my name is in fact Derwin, and that I am a highly respected researcher in the field of familiarology. I am currently in the area collecting important data on the creatures that could be tamed here and in the more arid regions of the world.
Oh, you are, aren't you? And don't tell me you're much too much of a whip to go after them of yourself. So you want us to help you, is it?
Precisely. I would like to offer you the exciting opportunity to assist in some groundbreaking research by taming certain creatures and bringing them for me to study. Good. I hope you won't let me down.
Which creatures do you need us to tame, Derwin?
Let me consult my list here. Yes. I need to collect data on a species of creature said to resemble a bunch of unripe bananas, and one that wears a purple turban. If you bring them to me, I can cast my expert eye over them and make a few undoubtedly high-stimulating observations. Oh, and I cannot study them if you send them to the familiar retreat, so please don't waste my time by doing so. Right along then, bring them both back to me, and I'll be sure to acknowledge your contribution in my next fascinating paper.
Don't worry, Specky. We'll be back with the beasties before you can say cryptozoology. Look, a treasure chest. And another glowing person.
Maybe like trying to find a chest.
Yeah, get the glowing person.
Where is the chest?
Yep, that's Jaxter. Get the glowing person, the glowing person, the glowing person, the glowing person. Oh, I am so very afraid. I cannot bring myself to go.
Is something wrong, mister? You seem a little unhappy.
I am indeed, boy. Will you hear a tale of my woe?
Sure? Thank you. You are a kind-hearted child. You see, I am the purveyor of Mamoon's finest milk ice creams. I have been preparing to set off on a journey to research the means of making my wares yet more refreshing and delicious.
You have? Where are you headed?
A village in a realm of ice far off beyond the horizon. The people of this village are versed in all ways of ice, and I hope to learn from them how to improve my wares.
That's amazing. It takes a whole lot of guts to go out into the big wide world. Good luck!
You do not understand. I cannot go any longer, though I have invested much time and effort in my preparations.
What? Why the flap not? I thought you said you made your mind up to go.
I have been assailed by an insurmountable terror. The talk of savage beasts roaming the land fills me with dread. I cannot bring myself to depart. What has happened to me? I was once so brave and so driven to take the next step in ice cream advancement.
This doesn't seem like your average change of heart, huh, Mr. Drippy? Do you think he's...
Broken hearted, I reckon he might be, Ollie boy, lacking courage if I'm not mistaken. And without it, he's never going to up his ice cream game. There's tragic.
We can't leave him like this. We gotta find him some courage.
Tidy, let's get to it then, shall we? Don't you have courage? Give him your courage. Oh, you gotta find some. What if there was some in that pot right there? Wait, you hit the wrong one. Courage. I thought you hit give.
By the beards of the ancients, I am filled with the most powerful boldness. I neither fear beast nor man. I can endure any hardship if my efforts might further the advancement of ice cream.
Tidy, looks like someone's back to his old self.
It sure does. You're all better now, mister, huh?
Better? I am better than better. I must depart on my journey at once. You have my thanks. This can express but a fraction of my gratitude, but please, you must accept it.
Cakes, I thought he was an ice cream man.
Bruh. Bruh!
Getting closer. 2 more missions or 1 4-piece mission. There might be more people in town. I wonder if the first town now has more mission people too.
Where was I supposed to go?
To talk to Esther's dad, you mean? They changed their mission, so you might not have to. I don't know, but maybe it's an extra thing.
That's the owl.
He's not even there, but somebody has some courage right there or something.
It will soon be time for the Babana Bazaar. What shall I give them this year?
You sure look excited, sir.
But of course I am, young man. The Babana Bazaar approaches, and I will soon have the inestimable pleasure of buying gifts for my dear grandchildren.
Gee, how many grandchildren do you have?
Let me see now. If we include those living in other towns across the land, it must be perhaps 30.
Jeepers creepers, that many? That's an awful lot of presents.
That may be so, but for each I'm rewarded with the priceless smile of a child. And their happiness is my happiness. May the ancients watch over them.
Crikey, man's a living saint. You don't see kindness like that every century, let alone every day.
Sir, would you mind helping us out with something? Could save people trouble.
I thought we were gonna get excitement.
It could.
They were gonna get excitement.
It sure could. Please, say you'll help us.
Very well, since you ask so nicely.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, what a marvelous sensation! My heart, my very soul overflows with warmth.
To be cheerful is to be truly alive.
Bro, did you hear that? Did you hear them talking?
Oh, it's a tragedy my poor darling dear ever survived.
Something the matter, love?
I thought people couldn't see him. Oh, maybe that's only in your world. My soul, my one, my only dearest husband has traveled to Golden Grove in search of delicious mushrooms, but he's forgotten to take his lunch.
Knackers, there's disastrous.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of bad, huh? He must be real hungry by now. He must! Oh, he must! And the wild beasts of the forest prevent me from delivering it to him myself. Oh, whatever shall I do? Golden Grove, huh? That's the forest we came through, the one with all those giant mushrooms.
That it is, Ollie boy, the fertile forest of fabulous flora and fauna. It's a proper good place to go in search of a bit of grub.
Ah, so you are familiar with the Golden Grove. Then I must make a most urgent request of you. It is a great inconvenience, I'm sure, but this is an emergency. Please, you must deliver my dear darling husband's lunch to him. You want us to take it to Golden Grove? Sure, leave it to us. You'll aid me in my hour of need, my little hero! Here, this is the lunch I prepared for my best beloved, with all the devotion of a faithful wife. You must not be tempted to try it, no matter how delicious it may smell. It is a meal for lovers only.
Someone else's quest.
Oh, this will never do. It's very bad for business, very bad. What's the matter, ma'am? The desert is filled with marauding boneheads. The traveling merchants who bring us fresh goods are being attacked. I fear that soon our lines of supply will be severed entirely. If only there were someone who could rid us of those skeletal scoundrels.
Seems like they're in a proper pickle, Ollie boy. Shall we offer a helping hand?
I wonder if there's a limit to stuff you can do. I'll help you, ma'am. I'll beat those boneheads for you. Come now, child. We are not in so much trouble that we need to send the likes of you to your doom.
Nah, man, you don't understand. He's got me, Drippy, Lord of the Fairies, looking after him. He'll be right as rain.
And what exactly will you do, little man? Gnaw upon their shin bones until they hop away?
What? You? The flippin' cheek of it, flippin' shin bones indeed. Ollie boy, our pride is on the line here. We need to batter those bony beggars good and proper.
Sure, let's do it, Mr. Drippy.
Welcome.
Very well. Defeat 10 boneheads. That should be enough to allow our suppliers to reach us.
Look, it's a ghost kid over there. And another mission. Remember, you have to use the hear ghost thing. That one, you passed it. That.
Nice to see you again. Did you have fun crossing the desert?
Fun, it was flippin' boiling, man.
Boiling for you, maybe, Pipsqueak. I'm a ghost, and ghosts don't feel the heat, so there.
What are you doing here, Horace?
I'm looking at these fountains. They're amazing. They squirt out milk. And all the milk a boy could drink, like our Mamoon is famous for. But the spicy smell coming from that food store is mixing with the smell of the milk. It's strange.
Ha! You think so? I kind of like it.
Hey, there are still loads of spells you don't know yet, aren't there, Oliver?
Well, I am trying. It's just that my wizard's companion has got some pages missing. Missing? Oh yeah, I had to give you a page for the spirit medium, didn't I? When Mr. Drippy first gave it to me, the only spell inside was Gateway.
Really? So the pages have been torn out. I bet it was that idiot Shadar's doing. All right, I suppose I better help you fill it back up again, hadn't I?
Tidy, there's generous. Maybe I was wrong about you being a little stingy midget after all.
I'm not just gonna hand a load of pages over if that's what you're thinking. Oliver will have to prove his wizarding comprehension skills first. Wizard's Companion isn't just full of spells, there are also stories in there that were gathered by the sages over the centuries. But those have probably been torn out too. Stories are pretty powerful after all. They might inspire people to stand up to him. Right, I'm gonna give you one to get you started. Have a read, it's one of my favorites.
So you have to read that story.
Did you read the story I gave you? Well, I hope you read it carefully because I got a question for you. Ready?
Okay, which one?
Stories. Probably read from the beginning or 12 Tales of Wonder. Oh, you have to turn the page? So that's probably the whole thing then. Yeah, it is. So you gotta go to the 12 Tales of Wonder, Jaxter. Chapter 6.
Which one?
Chapter 6. The first tale. There's 12 of them. Alright, the Cowardly Prince and the Lion. Can you zoom? You have to zoom. There. Should we read it for the viewers?
Yeah.
In a certain country there lived a prince named Tamalo, who was sharp of mind but weak of spirit. His father was a brave king, strong, wise, and loved by his subjects. But the noble example he set served only to weaken Tamalo's spirit. On one occasion his father told him thus, "Soon, my boy, it shall be time for me to retire, upon which thou shalt become king." While the announcement delighted the prince, it also filled him with a terrible dread, for he did not have the spirit required to ascend the throne. In his vexation, he wandered from the castle, lost in thought, whereupon he encountered a fearsome-looking lion. The prince tried to flee, but the lion caught him easily in his paw, lifted him to his gaping mouth, and swallowed him whole. At first, the prince thought he was doomed, but at length he began to reconsider his position. "At least I no longer have to become king," thought the prince. After taking a deep breath, he said to the lion, "Mighty lion, I am prince of this country, and the day after tomorrow I was due to become its king. Since thou hast swallowed me, however, thou must needs become king instead." "King, eh?" replied the lion. "I shan't complain about that." Thereupon the prince led the lion back to the palace. The courtiers, should be couriers, I thought. I don't know what a courtier, oh, maybe it's courtiers. Must be an old-timey thing. The courtiers were shocked to see the lion enter the palace, but the prince pleaded with them from inside his stomach, and the lion was accepted as king. The lion proved to have quite an aptitude for royal duties. Whensoever there was a dispute in his kingdom, the lion would simply growl at the quarrelers. Next page, Jaxter. Up, 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 up. "Stop complaining, or I shall eat you alive." Whensoever a bridge was swept away by a flood, the lion would simply use his paws to rip down a tree and lay it across the river. Regarding taxation and legal matters, the lion was utterly ignorant, but whensoever such a problem arose, Prince Tamalo would speak to him from inside his stomach and provide him with a sound solution. After some time, news reached the king that 2 dragons were ravaging the eastern and western edges of his kingdom. The people were terrified and looked to their king to deliver them from this terrible evil, upon which the king announced that he should go and smite the dragons himself. But even the fearsome lion stood no chance of defeating 2 such terrible dragons. "My dear stomach dweller," said he then, "what in the wide world should I do now?" Prince Tamalo considered the lion's question and at length provided him with a suitable scheme. The lion headed east as to part of his kingdom that was being ravaged by the larger dragon and roared in its ugly face. Is there another page? Wait, go back, what are you doing?
A lot of pages.
Yeah, so there is. Oh my, this is a long story. Dragon, I shall soon slay thee, I fear thee not, for no matter how large thou art, thou shalt never devour me.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Scoffed the dragon,
We shall see about that.
upon which he ate the lion whole. From inside the dragon's stomach, the lion said, Dragon, thou art now king of this land. It is therefore thy royal duty to defeat the dragon ravaging the western part of thy kingdom.
I think they're just gonna eat each other a bunch, right?
Yeah. And I'm gonna cough a bunch. Actually, you skipped a page. Go back. Up. At first, the dragon paid him no heed, but when the dragon witnessed humans around him bowing down in deference, as Prince Tamalo had requested them to do beforehand, he decided to do his royal duty, whereupon he went to the western mountains and slew the other dragon. Once the other dragon had been slain, the lion commenced to scratching the inside of the dragon's stomach.
Ow! Ow, it hurts!
Cried the dragon, rolling on the floor in agony.
Have mercy, I beseech thee!
To which the lion said, If thou wouldst not feel this pain, thou must promise never again to hurt the people of this kingdom.
Ow, very well, I promise.
Cried the dragon in reply. But the dragon was a cunning beast, and Prince Tamalo knew that he would break his promise the moment the lion was out of his stomach. He therefore had the lion take out the babbling berry he'd told him to bring with him and place it inside the dragon. This berry was known to make noises that sounded like someone muttering to himself. With that babbling berry in his stomach, the dragon shan't notice when the lion escapes, thought Prince Tamalo. Later that night, when the dragon was sleeping, the lion crept out of his gaping mouth and set off back to the palace. The dragon left the king and his subjects alone forevermore. The kingdom had been at peace for 10 years when the lion said to Prince Tamalo, Stomach dweller, it is time thou comest hence from in there. I would have thee take my place on the throne. Prince Tamalo was shocked and replied in a quivering tone,
I fear that I do not have the spirit to become king.
But thy judgments over the past 10 years have been invariably wise, said the lion.
That is as may be, but I'm a coward.
Prince Tamalo replied. It was only because I was
protected by a great strong lion that I could act so decisively.
Yet the lion paid no heed. With an almighty sneeze, he ejected Prince Tamalo from his stomach. It had been 10 years since Prince Tamalo had seen the wide world outside, and he could not believe his eyes. Lion's mane was now full and white, and his face was covered in wrinkles. Shut up inside the lion's stomach, Prince Tamalo had been quite unaware of any of this. Finally, the last page. As thou canst see with thine own eyes, said the lion, I have grown old. 10 years thou hast resided in my stomach, and yet not once did thou scratch me or cause me any pain, as I myself did to that dragon, though thou couldst have done so any time. The courtiers and subjects of this kingdom did not accept me because I am strong. They accepted me because I have given them my all, by which I mean thou hast given them thine. Thou art the true king of this country. Thou lackest not the spirit, I assure thee. In like manner, everyone at the palace beseeched Prince Tamalo to become their king.
Prince Tamalo, everyone is humbly grateful for everything thou hast done. Our country needeth just such a king as thee.
Upon hearing these words, Prince Tamalo felt his courage swell up within him. As king, Tamalo gave still more of himself to his country, despite the fact that the lion had retired. He continued to live alongside the king in the palace. Though many countries are ruled by many animals these days, in ancient times all kings were human. Indeed, the magnificent lion about whom you have just read was the first ever animal to be acknowledged as a king, and the world has never been the same since. All right, now you gotta go look at his questions.
Is that something else?
It says the second tale. I bet his question is just about courage, because it said courage a bunch, and you have to collect courage. It's probably just gonna be like, what was the theme? It's gonna be like, courage. Let's see.
Good, here goes. There are quite a few characters in the story. Can you remember them all? Tell me, who's the third smallest out of the prince, the lion, the dragon of the east, and the dragon of the west? It was the...
Third small. Prince.
Third smallest?
What?
He was the smallest.
What was the question again?
Who was the third smallest?
Oh. The dragon.
Yeah. Which dragon, though?
The dragon that had a lion that's
Dragon of the east or dragon of the west?
east.
You gotta type it looks like. N is right next to O. You passed the T already. Oh yeah, you have to do the up. I forgot the I was just gonna say dragon the east. Go to the F. It's literally in alphabetical order. You should know where they all are. Kuro, what's Kuro doing? Jaxter, look, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So it isn't about courage, I was wrong.
I actually do not remember to spell east.
A is next. Nope, probably west. Because the dragon of the east beat the dragon of the west easily. What? You don't even get to... The dragon of the east beat the dragon of the west so easily, it's probably bigger. Although they didn't really say sizes, I don't think. Maybe they did, but we probably forgot. I was thinking it's the Dragon of the West. Because we know that the prince is the smallest, the dragon second smallest. Makes the Dragon of the West third smallest, and the Dragon of the East the biggest.
Correct, very impressive. Your wizardly comprehension must be almost as good as mine. Oh, I set it up to fill your wizard companion back up, didn't I? Here.
Draw poison? So you can, like, heal?
Thanks, Horace.
I suppose it was a bit mean giving you a question like that, but you worked it out eventually. And that's what being a wizard is all about, learning to carefully look at every detail and understand what's going on.
Shut up with the wise old man talk. Well, yeah, you're no flipping older than Ollie Boy here.
I'm not. No, I don't suppose I am. At least I don't seem to be.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something really, really important. Never mind, I can't believe how much this place has changed. I'm gonna go see if other towns around the world are as different as these days. I think I'll head somewhere with a bracing sea breeze next. I might not be able to feel the wind on my face, but I can still enjoy the view. See you soon.
That kid was crazy, huh? Look at all the glowing people. You saw more glowing people. It cures poison, it said. That's what it means when you're drawing something out. Curses! I lack the necessary ingredients. What to do? What to do?
Is everything okay?
The recipe for the most legendary of Mamoonic dishes is coming to my possession, but I don't have the ingredients it requires.
What kind of dish is it?
It is known as the tikka mahala.
According to the recipe, it's a complex and refined curry made with the tenderest and most succulent beef. Crikey, that sounds like a proper tasty gobful. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. Would you like to try it? If you gather the ingredients for me, you will have the honor of being the first one to taste the tikka masala since ancient times. Thank you, you are a most excellent and helpful young fellow. Now to create this masterpiece, I will need some fluffy rice, some tender beef, and a pinch of the Sheikh's special spices.
The Sheik's special spices, where do we get those?
I'm afraid I don't know for certain. But I have heard that there is one known as the Sheikh of Spice somewhere in this fair city. Well, that sounds like a good place to start then, eh? Let's shake a leg and find ourselves a sheikah, shall we? If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Good luck, friends! There's another glowing dot over there, too.
On the other side of the other fountain. There it is. You already talked to her. You haven't talked to the fountain dot, though. So many dots! That means you can do so many quests.
No, you cannot have it back. I'm not finished with it.
What's wrong with you? Yesterday you told me you would return it.
Hey, you two, stop fighting. What's the problem here?
The problem is that this thief will not return the picture book I lent him.
It's only a picture book and a poor one at that. Who cares?
I care. It was a birthday gift. You must give it back.
Stop bothering me and go away.
Crikey, either he's had his heart broken and every ounce of kindness squeezed out of it, or he needs him putting on over someone's knee.
You think he's broken-hearted? But he seems so lively.
Well, it depends on which bit of the heart's been stolen, innit? Changes your personality in all different ways, it does. Anyway, what are we gonna do about it? More importantly, are we gonna help the other lad get his book back?
We sure are. I'd hate for them not to be friends anymore.
Right though, that we need to find ourselves a drop of good old-fashioned kindness in it. Well, you have kindness, so you better give it to him.
What if they just weren't brokenhearted?
What if what?
What if they just weren't brokenhearted?
What if they weren't and he's just mean?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty mean.
You'd literally just be trying forever, right?
Yeah.
Huh? What? What happened? I intended to return the picture book, but then I...
Truly, you meant to return it?
But of course, I will go and fetch it now. Forgive me my selfishness. Thank you so very much for helping me. Oh, thank you so very much for helping me return to normal. Please, you must accept this.
Why does this kid have coffee?
Right? Is he?
Maybe they're trying to be funny by giving all the people the wrong items.
Okay, I think money in this game is not like the American dollar. It's more like a euro, I think. Right?
You don't even know what a euro's like.
Because
So close.
American currency,
There's
$1.
treasure. There's more treasure in all the pots.
I feel like dollars are not as big as bills, right? And then just kids have like $100 and they just give it to you all the time. Right?
Yeah, but that doesn't happen in euros. That happens in other countries and other types of money.
What about yen?
Yen are a lot bigger. Like if you were to buy a shirt, it might cost like 1,000 yen or 2,000 yen. Instead of like $20 or $40.
What was that same kid? How did he get there?
Hey, there's somebody with a mission right there.
How did that same
right
kid
behind
get
you? The Sheikh of Spice.
Oh, I am so weary. Where is the fire I once had? Are you sick, sir? Sick? It is worse than be a sickness boy. Much worse, I have grown tired of mixing the spices. And the mixing of spices is my life.
Oi, oi, this must be the Sheikh of Spice we heard about, ain't it?
It must be, huh?
But there's something up with the old fella. We'd best find out what it is, eh?
We should, huh? How come you don't want to mix spices anymore, sir?
You ask why? There is no why. There is only emptiness.
But you're known all over for your spice mixing, Mr. Sheik. Don't you have customers who rely on you?
Perhaps I do, but I cannot bring myself to do what they ask of me. I can barely bring myself to rise each morning.
Jeepers, we were kind of hoping you might mix some spices for us, but it seems like you're in a real bad way.
I wish only to rest. Please bother someone else.
But...
Save your breath, Ollie boy. The old codger's broken-hearted, innit?
He is?
He is drained of every last drop of enthusiasm, unless I'm very much mistaken.
I feel like that doesn't have to be.
We have to help him, Mr. Drippy.
I feel like it doesn't have to be brokenhearted, right?
That we do, Ollie boy, that we do. Let's find the Sheik, the Vava Vroom. He needs to spice up his life.
Yeah, they're basically saying he's got depression. And you need to cure it.
No, I'm fully out.
And the other person has like meanness, and the other person has like cowardice or fear.
By the beards of the ancients, what is this strange sensation? I feel alive. And I wish to make spices with more urgency than ever before in my long life.
Neato, we did it, Mr. Drippy.
That's some tidy work, Ollie boy.
I do not understand. Is this thanks to you? Then I am in your debt. I must reward you. Here, please accept this.
Alright everybody, it's thunderstorming, so I'm gonna stop the recording of Jaxter's face and just leave the video because the video won't erase even if power turns off.
And if you have any spice-related quests, I would be most honored to hear them. I only wish to work my mixing magic.
As a matter of fact, we do. Could you mix some of your special spices?
My special spices? When did you hear talk of such things?
Keep your hair on. Matey who runs a curry stall asked us and he needs use of ingredients for his tikka masala.
Very well. If that is all you require them for, I will be glad to oblige you. But I do not have all the ingredients required. You must bring me those I am lacking.
Sure, what do you need, Mr. Sheik?
For such a potent mixture, I will require a turmeric root and 3 generous pinches of spicy seeds.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for agreeing to help us.
Think nothing of it, boy. It is my pleasure. Return to me when you have the ingredients.
Oh boy, you have to get ingredients and then ingredients.
He's that same kid.
Yeah, they just copy avatars so they don't have to spend so much money making a bunch of them.
After that conversation thing,
Alright, you need to go to the hotel to save.
Appeared in front of me. It was so insane. It's boring.
It is pouring. Oh yeah, you can save right here. Unless you want to try starting some of your battles to fight the guys.
I should still save.
Yeah, you can still save. You have like 2 minutes left on your video. That's why I stopped the camera, because it was almost over. Because once power went out, it wasn't even raining, it just went out in the whole house. When they're like building something. Oh yeah, you need to catch one of these guys too. And you need to beat 8, 10 of those guys. You need to catch a banana guy too.
Okay, if one of them became a familiar, it'd obviously be the one purple one.
Purple one is who you need to bring for that guy to study. Golden Frank. You didn't even get the golden, but you could get it to heal. Oh, you gotta level up so you didn't even heal.
The most useless golden
That's silly.
on Earth, right? That was such a waste of a golden.
One down, 9 to go.
All right. What do you want to say to everybody? You can try to do some of these missions off of the video or start them, and you can always finish them on video.
Hope you have a good day!